I'm hoping this works. Trying this out. I'm going to do a very short set. And, all right, I'll try this again. Forgive me a second. This is my first time futzing with this. Saturday night, I'm going to do a short set. I'm doing this as opposed to schlepping out to an open mic. Hope you enjoy this. Please leave comments. I'm going to start with a song that was originally out in 1962, redone in 1969. Got a message here from Facebook. I'm going to ignore it for now. Sorry, folks. Alright, anyway. Song originally out in 1962 by the Ronettes, redone in 1969 by Andy Kim, the co-writer of that classic Sugar Sugar, and the Ramones did this on the infamous End of the Century album. Have I ever told you how good it feels to hold you? It isn't easy to explain. You know I'm really trying. I think I may start crying. My heart can't wait another day. When you touch me, I just gotta touch me. I just gotta touch me. I just gotta say, baby, I love you. Baby, I love you. Baby, I love you. Na 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 na. I can't live without you. I love everything about you. My heart can't wait another day. I'm so glad I found you. I feel my world around you. I can't help it when you call my name. Tell me, baby, that you feel the same. Baby, I love you. Come on, baby. Baby, I love you. Baby, I love only you. Oh, 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 oh. My heart can't wait another day. When you touch me, I just gotta touch me. I just gotta touch me. I just got to say, baby, I love you. Come on, baby, baby, I love you. Baby, I love only you. All right, a little bit of Ronettes mixed in with Andy Kim and just a touch of Joey, Johnny, Marky, and Dee Dee. And that's all I had planned, so I still have, let's see, this will be maximum 30 minutes, probably a little less. Anyway, one thing I am curious about, let me know what you think about the sound of the guitar. This is what happens when you buy mail order. I did a post on this called Disappointed with Harley Benton. Let me know if you think this is any better. Anyway, this is, I'm going to start with, continue with my The little medley that started my little Rockabilly A-Go-Go project goes like this. Well, I got 7 nights to rock. Hey, I got 7 nights to roll. The 7 nights I'm gonna show my face with a different little baby in a different place. 7 nights to rock. 7 nights to roll. Monday, I'm gonna be with Jane. Tuesday, it's gonna be Lorraine. Wednesday, now it's Geraldine. Thursday, it's Maybelline. Friday, now it's Peggy Sue. Saturday, Sunday, any chick will do. 7 nights to rock. I got 7 nights to roll. I got 7 nights I'm gonna show my face with a different little baby in a different place. 7 nights to rock, 7 nights to roll. Monday, I'm at the Union Hall. Tuesday, I'm at the sock hop ball. Wednesday, I'm at the Roadhouse Inn. Thursday, I'm at the Lion's Den. Friday, I'm at the Chatterbox. Saturday, Sunday, everybody rocks. 7 nights to rock. Hey, I got 7 nights to roll. Hey, I got 7 nights I'm gonna show my face with a different little baby in a different place. 7 nights to rock. 7 nights to roll. Well, I got 7 nights to rock. 7 nights to roll. Also been a flying around. I'm the only one that's seen it over the ground. First thing I seen when I was sawing lamb, catch a pound and it started a band. Hot sauces of rock and roll, and sauces of rock and roll. Couldn't understand the thing they said. It was a crazy beat, it just was stopping me dead. Little green man when they were real hip cats, rocking and rolling to the crazy black. Brought on the sax, started to blow. Brought on the drums and it started to roll. Hot sauces of rock and roll. Hot sauces of rock and roll. Couldn't understand it, thing they said. It was a crazy beat, it just was stopping me dead. Well, now I come out of hiding and I started to rock. Little green man, they taught me how to do the bop. 3 foot high, hit a beat bars. Gonna rock and roll all the way from Mars. Hot sauces of rock and roll. Hot sauces of rock and roll. Couldn't understand it, thing they said. It was a crazy beat, it just stopped me dead. I've been gone, a long tall man with a red coat on. Who's nothing, baby, how you doing me wrong? Who you been loving since I've been gone? Who you been loving since I've been gone? Who's been playing around with you? A real cool cat with eyes of blue. Mumbling, maybe how you been true? Who's been fooling around with you? Who's been fooling around with you? When I somebody saw you the break of day, starting at a dancing at the cabaret. He was long and tall, good play of cash, had a red Cadillac and a black mustache. Held in his hands and he sang you a song. We've been lovers since I've been gone. We've been lovers since I've been gone. We've been loving since I've been gone. We've been loving since I've been gone. doing a bit of a workout there. Dang guitar likes to slip on me. Let's see if I can fix that. Screw it. Alright, I'm going to do a song that was written by a really unknown singer-songwriter. Now, maybe 17 people know this guy. Now, I, of course, think he's a brilliant songwriter because songwriter's me. From February 1996, my proudest moment as a songwriter goes like this. Well, I met her at a show at a roadside bar so many years ago. Her daddy was a drifter from the wrong side of town where the good people would never go. She had a face like an angel and a body divine. I fell in love with her madly. Now I'm out searching for the woman I love, but she's still searching for Daddy. Now Daddy was a drifter who never found work. He couldn't keep a full-time job. Busting in a pool rooms, out in the bars. Some days he'd find somebody to rob. All the money that he made went for whiskey and girls. Treated her mama so badly. Now I'm out searching for the woman I love. She's still searching for Daddy. Daddy went and left you such a long time ago. Now I know it must have messed with your mind. Now you're chasing lovers, baby, all over town. You know what you're hoping to find. But do you know what you're hoping to find? Well, the day she went and left, I found a note on my door. Said, baby, we're just out of time. Out of my senses, I'm out of control. I think I'm going out of my mind. Now I'm searching every barroom, may run to there, 'cause I still miss her so badly. Now I'm out searching for the woman I love. She's still searching for Daddy. I'm out searching for the woman I love. She's still searching for Daddy. All right. Still my proudest moment as a songwriter after all these years. Whew. All right, I'd like to do a song that not quite the rockabilly I wanted to stay with, but things go astray when I do a set because I never plan anything out. Those of you who know me, you kind of know this. For 28 years, this was our song. Every night, hope and I pray, dream a lover would have come my way. Girl to hold in my arms, know the magic of her charms. 'Cause I want a girl to call my own. I wanna dream a lover so I don't have to dream alone. Dream a lover, where are you? Real love that is oh so true. And a hand that I can hold to keep me near till I grow old. 'Cause I want a girl to call my own. I wanna dream a lover so I don't have to dream alone. Oh no, no, someday, well I don't know how. Well I hope she would hear my plea. Somewhere, well I don't know how. She would bring her love to me. Dream a lover until then. I go to sleep, I will dream again. Now that's the only thing to do, till all my lovers' dreams come true. 'Cause I want a girl to call my own. I wanna dream a lover, so I don't have to dream alone. And dream a lover, I don't have to dream alone. A dream a lover, I don't have to dream alone. All right, Dream Lover, Bobby Darin classic. Jim Dandy, my old drummer from Iowa. Nice to see you checking in. Hey there, long time. One of these years, if I ever hit the lotto and I can afford to get a long Uber, I might make it back up there. But these days, me and 12-hour drives don't work that well. Excuse me a second. I heard something. I want to make sure that my ears aren't deceiving me. This is what happens when you buy a guitar trolling on the internet late at night with a credit card that that hasn't quite been maxed out yet, and you feel a need to go ahead and max that sucker out. This is the fourth guitar that I have bought on the internet. And this thing is going flat, much like my voice does after trying to sing heavy metal. Alright, Jim Dan, let's see, what? Jim Dandy, you got a request from the old days? Type it in there. Oh, I know. I'll just do a bit of this. Jim Dandy and I used to do a lot of classic car shows, a lot of cruise night shows in Iowa at a place called the Five and Diner. There was one gentleman there, lovely old gentleman, and I'm blanking on his name, but we used to do this song every show because he had a nice prize Mustang. Well, a Mustang, Sally, you better slow your Mustang down. Mustang, Sally, think you better slow your Mustang down. Now you've been running all over the town now. Gonna put your flat feet right on the ground. Hey, all you wanna do is ride around, Sally, ride, Sally, ride. All you wanna do is ride around, Sally, ride, Sally, ride. Hey, all you wanna do is ride around, Sally, ride, Sally, ride. All you wanna do is ride around, Sally, ride, Sally, ride. Now one of these early mornings, just gonna be a wiping your weeping eyes. Well, now I bought you a brand new Mustang, about a 1965. Think you're right there, JD. All you wanna do, signify, woman, don't wanna let me ride the thing, Raleigh. Think you better slow your Mustang down. Now you've been running all over the town now. That's what you call a senior moment. Now all you wanna do is ride around, Sally, ride, Sally, ride. All you wanna do is ride around, Sally, ride. Sally, ride. Hey, all you wanna do is ride around, Sally, ride, Sally, ride. All you wanna do is ride around, Sally, ride, Sally, ride. On one of these early mornings, just gonna be wiping your weeping eyes. Alright, a little bit of Mustang Sally. Alright, I'm going to do one. By the way, JD, let me know how this looks and sounds to you. Sadly, I'm getting a look at my face but no sounds, which is probably a good thing. Anyway, this is a request from JD's lovely wife, Cindy. This is the very first song I heard on, I'm like about 4 hours or so from Memphis, JD. I went there last April, visited the Sun Studio, visited Graceland, made my pilgrimage. Anyway, winter of 1966, my older sister gave me a 9-transistor AM made in Japan radio. Turned it on, this is the first song I heard. Shoo-doo-doo-wah, shooby-dooby. Shoo-doo-doo-wah, shooby-dooby. Oops. How can you tell me how much you miss me? Last time I saw you, now you wouldn't even kiss me. That rich guy I've been seeing, who must have just put you down. So I'll come back, baby, to the post side of town. To him you were nothing but a little plaything, little plaything. Well, not much more than an overnight fling. About 4 hours from Memphis, JD. To me, you were the greatest thing, that's for this poor boy had ever found. Now, girl, it's hard to find nice things on the poor side of town. Can't blame you for trying. I'm trying just to make it too. Got one little hang up, baby. Can't make it without you. Also tell me, are you gonna stay now? Will you stand by me, girl, all the way now? All's with you by my side. This world won't ever keep us down. Together we can make it, baby, on the post side of town. Shoo-doo-doo-wah, shooby-dooby. Shoo-doo-doo-wah, shooby-dooby. Alright, by request, poor side of town. One of my absolute favorite tunes. So Saturday night, like I said, I was headed out to an open mic, and I didn't feel like driving that far for maybe 10-15 minutes worth of stage time, so we put technology to work. Going to, if you're wondering why I'm frowning, my eyes aren't what they used to be. So I'm going to do maybe one or two more and then wrap this up, because this was just a test. Had this been an actual set, you would have been instructed where to tune for music and further information. As if you watch the Disappointed with Harley Benton clip that's on a number of channels, Louie, all right. I'm going to close out with the medley, and I have a request for Louie. The standard bar band staple. When I was growing up, if you couldn't play this, you were drummed out of town. 1, 2, 3, 4. Said me gotta go. Yeah. Said oh baby, said me gotta go. A fine little girl, she waits for me to get the ship across the sea. All night long I'm laying there. I smell the rose that is in her hair. Said me gotta go. Said Louie, oh baby, said me gotta go. Every night and day I sail the sea and think of girl, oh constantly. All night long I'm gonna tell her that I dream of the rose that is in her hair. Said Louie, oh baby, said me gotta go. Yeah. Louie, oh baby, said me gotta go. To see Jamaica, a moon above. It won't be long, I'm dreaming of. All night long I'm gonna tell her again. You know that I wanna say it again. Louie, oh baby, said me gotta go. Yeah. Louie, oh baby, said me gotta go. Said me gotta go now. Said me gotta go now. Alright, and the Queen. My partner from the Queen and Lawrence M. An original Pleasant Valley Psycho, although she doesn't admit it these days. Glad to see you got the text. Glad to see you're joining us. Me, myself, and I. The four voices in the head. Once in a while, we do harmony. Anyway, Jim Dandy had mentioned do some garage. We did one show that was fun at I think it was Mickey's Irish Pub, where I had this horrible sounding amp that was so distorted, and I just banged out a bunch of obscure 60s tunes. This is one of them. This was this was recorded like by a number of people. It never hit. It was released under the name Rare Breed Ohio Express, although it's not the same Ohio Express of Yummy Yummy fame. And I used to play this at weddings because it had the same chords as Louie. I'd get people out on the dance floor, strum it, maybe play a couple licks, and then I'd go into this and see how long the dance floor stayed full. This is one of my all-time favorites from the 60s. It's It's called Beg, Borrow, and Steal. You threw me out the night before left, but now you want me back in your arms again. You me think I'm a fool, you treat me like dirt, you pull the strings, hope that I will be your friend. But I know what's on your mind, so I'd rather stay out on the street without a dime. Then I'd rather beg, borrow and steal. Then I'd rather beg, borrow and steal. Then I'd rather beg, borrow and steal. Go back to you, go back to you. Go back to you, go back to you. Go back to you. Now you think I'm a fool, you'll think I see. Understand the foolish tricks you pulled on me. How much more can one man take before his life turns into a tragedy? So I'm getting down now while I can. For I know I'll be broke, not gonna walk out like a man. Then I'd rather beg, borrow and steal. Then I'd rather beg, borrow and steal. Then I'd rather beg, borrow and steal. Go back to you. Then go back to you. All right, beg, borrow, and steal. One of these years I might. Big Bopper's Wedding. Oh, I threatened to sing that when I married my late wife Kate. Rest her soul. All right. All right, Big Bopper's Wedding, and then I think I'm going to call it a night because I know it's getting close to bedtime for the Queen. Call me tomorrow, Gia. And the man keeps saying, do you take this woman or don't you? Well, then I started thinking about it, no more winking at the pretty little gals that walk by. Oh, no more dancing, new romancing, make me want to sit down and cry. Oh, no bullshooting, rooting and a tooting with the boys if I take you for my life. I can't go no place, I gotta look at your face for the rest of my doggone life. This is it! Now, honey, what am I doing here in the first place? Now, you know I don't go for this marriage bit. I was only kidding. And there's your daddy sitting there. He's got a big shotgun on his lap. Wide smile on his ugly face. And the man says, you take this woman, or don't ya? Well, then I started thinking, oh, no more winking, pretty little gals that walk by. Oh, no more dancing, new romancing, make me want to sit down and cry. Oh, no bullshooting and rooting and a tooting with the boys if I take you for my wife. I gotta go no place, I gotta look at your face the rest of my doggone life. This is it! Honey, what's this dance about? Love, honor, and obey. That cat's talking to me. Oh, looking at these good-looking bridesmaids. Hello, baby. And the man keeps saying, do you take this woman, or don't you? Well, now then I started thinking, no more winking, pretty little gals will walk by. Oh, no more dancing, new romancing, make me want to sit down and cry. Oh, no bullshooting, rooting and a tooting with the boys if I take you for my wife. I gotta go no place, gotta look at your face for the rest of my doggone life. This is it! And the man says, you gonna take this woman, Oh, ain't ya? Said partner, I don't believe I do. Let me out of here. Whew. All right. Big Bopper's Wedding. Oh, yeah. All right, let's see. I may have time to squeeze one more in. You still there, Gia? I'm going to close out with one. I don't think I did this once on a, oh yeah, I remember Larry. I'm going to remember a song that I first heard. I'm going to end with a song in, and, not nice to you. Anyway, in November of 1975, I saw a gentleman named Eric Carmen who just went out on his own, opened for the Beach Boys. And this was the second to last song he sang. Sadly, most people only know it as a Sean Cassidy tune. Well, I was 16, sick of school. I didn't know what I wanted to do. And I'm screwed up. One more time. Well, I was 16, sick of school. I didn't know what I wanted to do. Got a guitar, I got the fever, that's rock and roll. I played at parties, played at bars. I spent the money buying new guitars. I screamed my heart out, oh how I loved it, that's rock and roll. Well now come on, everybody get down, get with it. Come on, everybody get down, get with it. Come on, everybody get down, ladies rock and roll. Oh, in the fun, oh, in the heat, it's when your heart's getting right with the beat. You got the rhythm, oh, let it fill you, that's rock and roll. Now don't you worry about being a star. It doesn't matter who or what you are. Just get the rhythm and let it fill you. That's rock and roll. So come on, everybody get down and get with it. Come on, everybody get down and get with it. Come on, everybody get down. Let's rock and roll. Now come on, everybody, get down and get with it. Come on, everybody, get down and get with it. Come on, everybody, get down. Let's rock and roll. All right, gonna cut it off here. Thanks for being here, folks. JD, my good email address is ktddy55@gmail.com. Send me a message there, and I will get back to you. You're also going to send me your phone number in there because I lost it when I switched phones. Good night, everybody, and I will see you another time. Lawrence M., a.k.a. the Whiskey Cat.